Hi, cooking friends. We're back with another great recipe today.
Yes, welcome back and thanks for joining us. And today we have a great recipe for all you beef lovers out there.
Yes, we do.
In fact, beef prices are going up and up and up. Well, this particular cut of meat is pretty economical and you can get this on a budget because it's not too expensive yet and you can make something really delicious with it. And so today we're going to make bacon wrapped stuffed cube steak.
We always get these comments all the time about people, they love meat and steak and
our viewers are all meat and potato people for sure.
They are.
We know you are.
We know.
So we're going to show you how it's done. All right, so we're going to take our cube steak and we're going to place it on our parchment paper and we're going to season it
with a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, a 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper, and 1 tablespoon of garlic powder.
And we're going to season both sides. And then we're going to put another piece of parchment paper on top. And we're going to place it over there, and I'm going to pound them out. Take out those aggressions.
Right.
We're going to pound these nice and thin because that's going to enable us to roll them up. And we're going to do the rest of them just like this. All right, so we are starting with
a 1/2 cup of ketchup.
And this is Hunt's ketchup, Steve's favorite. Can't forget.
I mean, you can have Heinz, you can have whatever you want, but he loved Hunt's, so we were going to follow through with what he likes.
That's right. So we're going to start off with that 1/2 cup, and then we've got
a 1/2 cup of soy sauce, 1/4 cup of lemon juice.
And then Sheila's favorite word of all time.
Yeah, sauce.
The sauce, the Worcestershire sauce.
The W sauce.
And we're going to do 3 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. 1 ringy dingy, 2 ringy
dingies, and 3 ringy dingies.
What is that from? Is that from Lucy?
We are Lucy and Ethel here.
That's right. So the only thing I'm forgetting, I know I'm forgetting something. Brown sugar. We need to add a 1/4 cup of brown sugar in here too. So I will add that in here shortly. I gotta go get some. All right, so this is our marinade. We've got them all placed in this pan.
Now you're going to drizzle it.
We're going to pour that marinade right over the top of our steak. Now, you can marinate this for about 6 to 24 hours. The longer you leave it in, the more tender it's going to be. So it's up to you how much time you have to cook, but we're going to put this in the fridge. We're going to cover it with some foil. Place it in the fridge, and we're going to leave it in there for about 6 hours, and then we'll be back. So now we've got our skillet here on medium heat.
Yeah, we're adding a tablespoon of olive oil.
Maybe a little bit more, just depends. About a tablespoon or so. Or so. There's always a so.
Yeah, 1 finely chopped onion.
Sweet onion.
We gotta have the sweet onions.
We gotta have the sweet onions. Gotta get them all out too.
Yeah, don't forget that. There's one more, but hey, that's okay.
Don't leave it alone.
No, it'll make all the difference in the world.
All right, we're just gonna saute this up a little bit until they get translucent, and then we're gonna add in
2 tablespoons of garlic, minced garlic.
Garlic's great.
It is.
Close to being translucent and soft, we're going to add in our fresh spinach and about 3 to 4 cups of this. And it'll
fill the pan up.
It's gonna fill the pan up, but it's gonna shrink down,
Yeah, like my bank account.
We'll just stir this. It doesn't take very long either. It's amazing.
No, it don't. It don't.
It doesn't take long.
Now that is my bank account right there.
All right, well this is ready to go. I'm gonna pull it off to the side here. And then we are gonna start rolling up our cube steaks. So we've got some softened cream cheese here that I'm going to scoop on to each one of these steaks.
And you've also got a pound of bacon over here.
That's right. That's coming. I'll spread that all over.
Make sure you get it all the way around. Come on, a little bit more.
A little bit more.
There you go.
That's right. And then we're going to take our little spinach mixture with onions and garlic, and we're going to spread some of that right on the top of that. And then we're going to gently roll it up without letting all that stuff fall out.
All the goodies.
All the goodies fall out of there. That's the one thing where the bacon comes in handy. So then we're going to get 3 slices of bacon. Lay them out here.
In other words, that'd be my 3 strips of duct tape.
Sheila says she's going to use duct tape to roll these up. We're going to go long ways, lengthwise, to hold in the ends so they don't fall out, and then we're going to wrap around the middle.
Plus the bacon also gives it good flavor.
Oh, it really does. Mom's stomach is growling. I can hear it from here.
She's hungry. Look at this.
She's over there giggling. Her stomach is growling. All right, let's do another one here. Spread out that cream cheese. And then we're going to put our spinach mixture back on there. Roll it up.
Now get the duct tape.
That big slice of bacon. Wrap up them ends. You see how that starts falling out. So that bacon really does help hold that in. I guess you don't have to do that, but I do. But, you know, it's nice to have cube steak is like fairly inexpensive, and you know, if you make something like this, it's a pretty good meal. So what we did is we took some taters and we cut them up.
Left the skins on.
Left the skins on, and we're going to add a little bit of olive oil. Just lightly coat them with some olive oil, and we're going to use the same seasoning
that we used before, which is 1/4 teaspoon of salt and 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper and a tablespoon of garlic powder.
And we're just going to lightly sprinkle that on. And then some kosher salt.
Now I love kosher salt.
Just lightly sprinkle some kosher salt on there. You don't need too much. You already have a little salt in that other seasoning, so. And the bacon's going to flavor the potatoes as well, because we're going to place them all around our baking dish, around the meat.
It just rounds out a whole meal.
It does. It's got everything. It even has your veggies in there with the spinach. It's a complete meal. Fill this pan up, and we will place it in the oven. We have
preheat the oven for 400 degrees.
And we're going to bake it for about
45 minutes.
45 minutes. But first I'm going to sprinkle some parsley flakes on here, because that'll make it look pretty. And it'll give us a nice flavor too. All right. We'll be back. Look at that.
That is yummy looking.
Mmm. Dinner is ready. What do you think? Look at all that. The bacon is all just crispy now. The steak is cooked. The potatoes are done.
Yeah, you can see the kosher salt.
Oh, yeah. Doesn't that look good?
Yes.
I think that we should serve some up. What do you think?
I'm ready for it.
I'm ready.
I'm starving.
Mom is. Her stomach was growling.
Now.
That's a nice big
Look at that.
bacon wrapped cube steak. Well, we can cut that in half and split it, couldn't we?
Why don't we do that?
Okay, let's do that. I think we should.
Yes.
Let me cut that in half and we'll give it a try here. I don't know about you, but my mouth has been watering.
It is.
I am ready to try this.
Let's try this.
Let's do it. Got spinach and bacon.
Ready?
Mmm. The flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Mmm.
That bacon is really good on top of that.
And all that, the cream cheese, everything that's in there, it's just delicious.
We wish you were here so you could see this.
And try it. and have some of this with us. We'd suggest you make this at home because this is really good.
Steve always thought he never cooked for anybody, he cooked with everybody.
That's right. Everybody was in his kitchen.
He always thought of it as one big kitchen.
And really, when he was cooking in
here.
the kitchen, it was really like that because everybody was a part of it. So.
And if he wanted to eat with the same fork, he'd eat. It's his kitchen.
That's right. Well, we appreciate you. And if, as Steve would always say, is this the best bacon-wrapped stuffed cube steak? If it ain't, it ought to be. We'll see you next time right here on Cooking with Shotgun Red. Bye.
Well, that's Shishi and Jen, them two girls having too much fun. We hope you enjoy this recipe, and we really hope you subscribe to our channel. That's easy. Little Shotgun Red's face will pop up over here in a little bit. When you click on it, it'll say subscribe, then you're subscribed. Next to it will be a little notification bell. If you click that little bell, then YouTube will send you every single one of our recipes or a notification that we posted one as soon as it comes out. See you next time right here on Cooking with Shotgun Red. Is this the best? If it ain't, it ought to be.